Hello guys, Brian back here with another Algorand update. Alright, this thing has been obviously super frustrating for everybody involved. Alright, I've been a long time holder of this coin, believer in the project, and ever since the SEC thing came out, I truly believed we have bottomed here. Okay, I'm not the only one out there. You can see a lot of people taking long positions on this thing. Which absolutely makes sense. Alright, if we go over here, I want to show you guys an article real quick. Algorand investors can breathe a sigh of relief. This was written by A&B Crypto, ambcrypto.com. They write a lot of great articles out there, so go check them out. After being subjected to a long-held downfall, Algorand is showing signs of recovery. Here's how. It says here, discussions about algo have surpassed most projects, leading to a hike in price. The sentiment around the token improved, and most open contracts went long. Absolutely, because the risk to reward here is astronomical. If you put your stop loss down, and this is not financial advice, guys, not financial advisor. I do a lot of long and shorting on MEXC. If you're interested, there's a link in the description of the video to go sign up, and I would appreciate it if you use the link. It helps me out a little bit, so I'm just a little YouTuber. Any help would be great. But if you put a stop loss down here, you know, at right below this low here at 8 cents, all right, you're risking a loss of what, 30% compared to if this thing breaks out. The first price target would be up here. Okay, so your risk to reward, you're possibly gaining a 253%. And if you're using leverage, if you're using a 7x or whatever, a 10 for easy math, you're looking at a 2,530% profit there. So the risk to reward is pretty astronomical. Okay, so this thing has obviously been beaten down. We're due for a bounce here. Okay, it has broken out of this, and we're going to get back here in a second. The hike in these metrics means the depth of the community interaction around Algorand was much more than in other projects. Also, the spike in discussion and search might not be surprising, as Algo's volume surged to its highest since March on July 14th. Another thing I talked about here, okay, where was it at? Must have been on the weekly. This big spike in volume back here, this was July 10th. And this is on the weekly, though. Then you have the week of July 17th. These buyers coming in down here. Okay, that's people see a bottom coming in here. We go on down through here. Fresh winds in the house. Furthermore, the increase in volume backed the algo's price, and consequently, the value of the 45th ranked crypto spiked by 7.3% in the last 24 hours. The rise in price serves as a breath of fresh air for algo, which has experienced a monumental fall this year. In June, the SEC prescribed algo as a security following a class action lawsuit against Binance and Coinbase. As a result, algo dropped to an all-time low. But now that the trend has changed, has the perception towards the token also followed? Well, from sentiments data, Algorand's weighted sentiment has been improving since June 19th. The weighted sentiment considers unique social commentary about an asset and uses this to evaluate the average perception. It says here, therefore, the increase implies that the broader community viewpoint of algo was no longer as pessimistic as it was before. But since the metric was still negative, it suggests the market participants were still cautious of the token. All right, and it says here a collapse isn't the end, which obviously it's not. Okay, it says here a negative funding rate implies short are willing to pay longs to keep their positions open. This suggests an average bearish sentiment. However, the positive funding rate displayed by algo means traders are still bullish on the price action. Alright, so let's go back over here. First off, I want to show you guys the crypto bubbles real quick. There's for the day. Bitcoin Bitcoin's starting to move. All right, right now it's at, let's take a look here. Bitcoin, it's back up above 30,000 bucks. It's up $290. Had a breakout of resistance today, which that's what we definitely needed to see that. Okay, so let's go back over here to this chart. We're going to zoom in here. This is on the weekly, all right? And the weekly RSI is still heading up and bullish. It's at 34 to 32. So as Bitcoin starts going, this thing is going to start moving, all right? If we move into this lower time frames, our daily RSI is still at the top, but still bullish, 76 and a 75. We're wedging up here, all right? You can see this wedge forming. And what really convinces me of a bottom right down here at 0.1028, if you look over here and take a measurement here, we have a retrace to a 702. All right, that's real familiar with an A, B, C. Now, if we measure this C leg out, it should be the same length as the A leg. Bring it down, put it on top. What do we have down here? We have a wick right down there, right to the bottom. All right, ABCs normally show a bottom coming in. All right, so right there you got your A, B, C. Okay, and that should be a bottom. All right, now we're wedging up in here on the daily. Like I said, we're still bullish. We're coming to the end of this wedge, which suggests either a breakout or a breakdown. All right, which my bet is on the break up. Okay, especially after this ABC came in. But we have the daily still heading up. It's only at a 47 down here in the bottom, which is extremely low. The 12-hour. There you go, heading up, bullish. 8-hour, heading up and bullish. The 4 is heading up also. So you can see we're working our way to the top of that thing. We did have a spike out of there. Okay, so this thing could be starting a movement here. We had a fake out up there, and the measured move of just this little wedge right here. I apologize if you can hear the Harley in the background there. He's been relentless with that thing. Let's put it on here. Alright, would put us up, what, 12 cents? Almost 13 cents a breakout from here. Alright, just a small move though. If you zoom out on this, you can't even see it on the weekly. Let me show you. I'll show you this wedge again. Let's get that ABC off there. There we go. See what I mean? You can't even see it. It's so small in there. But it would get us a start here. That's what we need. What's the monthly? The monthly's right at the bottom. That's beautiful. So August 1st, this thing should be reset and ready to go. But we have all of our time frames here, pointing towards a break up. Okay, so that ABC, we should be starting waves up. All right, if this ABC was the other way, I would be worrying a little bit. Okay, but right back here, even with Elliott wave theory, all right, that as soon as it loads up here, I apologize, I haven't used this page for a minute. And if you would please hit like and subscribe, I'd appreciate that very much, guys. And if you can join the channel in the membership of the video, it's $2.99 a month. I'm just a small YouTuber, so any bit would help. If you consider that, I'd appreciate it. But you can see here, normally in an uptrend, you have your 5 waves up, then you have an ABC correction. On a downtrend, you have your ABC the other way, heading up, A, B, C. Then you continue your 5 waves down. All right, we had our ABC down, which obviously also gives me some optimism here. And I am looking for a breakout of this thing. We have all of our time frames lining up. That would break this major resistance around that 12 cents. And hopefully we would be able to flip that into support. Okay, just like back over here, this was support through here, and then we lost it, back tested it as resistance, if we could break out above that, get that as support, and start working our way back up out of here, that would be great. So I see a lot of optimism for algo too. I believe a bottom has come in, and on the 12-hour, you could almost start looking at that as a double bottom. It's another thing I've been looking at, in here is a W formation. You can see that there's a lot of things here pointing to a possible, you have a W formation here, which is bullish. You break the neckline, and that's your bullish movement right there. So a lot of things pointing towards an uptrend with this thing. Like I said, the risk to reward as far as longs on this thing, you're going to see a lot of long positions on this for sure. I can only imagine what they're at right now, but Algorand looks fine to me right now. Okay, I believe we have bottom. We broke out of this wedge. We're just getting it. Time is the thing you can't judge. We'll just have to wait this out. Bitcoin needs to start moving. 31,550. Bitcoin breaks that, and these coins are really going to start going. So thank you so very, very much, guys. Hang in there. I believe we got a rally coming. So have a great night.